Hello and welcome to episode 1 of the Floppy podcast. I am your host, Floppy, and I'm joined with my co-host, Duda. Say hi.
Hello.
On this
Sadly.
episode, we sadly do not have Obi. He has died, not literally,
Yes.
but figuratively. His mic has
He
died.
has been diagnosed with death.
He's been diagnosed with small brain.
Wait, what? Wait, what happened to his mic?
I don't know. Broke.
Oh. Oh, okay. Well,
So,
that's a rip.
what's your favorite cheese?
I think my favorite cheese is maybe cheddar. Some good cheddar cheese.
Cheddar.
Cheddar's good.
Have you ever had the Parmesan, hold on.
Oh, I really like Parmesan.
Parmesan and sharp cheddar Cheez-It duos? Not sponsored.
I hope to never consume Cheez-Its in my lifetime, for it will exponentially shorten.
Yeah, well, fight me.
Well, I will fight you because you're weakened from the Cheez-Its you've been eating.
Okay, well, they're Parmesan, so they're good.
Parmesan is very good.
Yeah. Global warming sucks. You know,
global warming.
How do people not believe in global warming?
Well, okay, here's the people. It makes sense for the people who benefit off of global warming, which, it's still evil, but it makes sense for them to deny it. But there's still idiots who think that global warming isn't real.
I don't believe global warming. I make big wall. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that.
Oh god. No, it's just whack. Because, science prove global warming real. It's bad.
It's 100% real. Have you seen the ice caps?
It's 100%. It's real.
Wheel.
And it's just there are just so many. You don't even have to be a scientist to understand that ice caps are getting significantly smaller.
Yeah, that is very true.
You just have to use your eyes.
Just look at a map from 1987 to 2020. You'll definitely see a difference.
And there are people who are native to these areas that are losing ice caps, like ice farmers who sell their ice to like local villages, and their families have been there for ages, and they have firsthand, like they have to walk farther and farther to get ice, and it's stupid. It's stupid.
They probably think they're the reason the ice caps are going away.
What? Well, what do you mean? Oh, from harvesting it?
Yeah. That's the reason. Totally not because of global warming or anything.
No. Well, they're still living
yeah,
a more simpler society, I guess.
Yeah, definitely true. Simpler society.
They're not denying global warming. They're just feeling the effects of global. The people who are denying global warming aren't really feeling the effects yet, unless you live in Florida or Hawaii and you've been hit by hurricanes.
I mean, going from a bunch of gas-powered vehicles to electric, I think it's good. Yeah, it's mostly good. Like, there's a lot of benefits to that. Though, self-driving semis, horrible idea. Absolute horrible idea, in my opinion.
Well, that's not the worst idea anyone's ever come up with.
I mean, yeah.
Well, actually, no. That's a pretty low bar.
It's a pretty bad idea. I think it was Google or Amazon making the self-driving semi.
I thought. Oh, well,
what?
Tesla's making a semi-truck.
I thought they already did.
They made a truck. not a semi-truck.
No, but I thought maybe I just saw a prototype for the Tesla
semi-truck. Their semi-truck hasn't even released yet, I don't think.
Semi-truck looks like a tall version of the Tesla Model S. I think that's the correct one.
I don't know about a lot of people I think are against the Tesla truck.
I like it.
The ones that they've released, but I really like it.
I like the Cybertruck.
For one, the Cybertruck, admittedly, it looks pretty cool. And for two, it's so well designed. Like, even, like, did you hear about the presentation, how it failed?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Even, it's surprising how well it worked.
Yeah.
Like, and it's ridiculous. Like, even if it failed, it surpassed, all safety expectations.
It's still a, like, really well-made truck.
And it's it's only like $35,000. It's because actually of how the shape, like the shape of the chassis.
It's shaped like that because the metal was so strong they couldn't bend it. Or at least that's what I heard.
Well, it's shaped like that because it's easier to it's much cheaper to mass produce like that. I mean, much obviously. Cheaper, and that's why it's so cheap. Well, probably
I don't think it would be. I don't believe it's 35,000. I think it's gonna be way more expensive.
Well, when they released it, I think the starting price was 35,000.
Wait, they released? I thought it's still in prototype. I don't think they released it.
Oh no! They haven't released it, but you can like put in your $100 to get a pre-order on one.
Wow, I could even do that.
Well, you wouldn't be able to actually buy it, but you could put in $100. Yeah. So like, all right, time for the bill. You're like, see, that's the problem.
Nah.
You're like, I'll take the truck though. It's very nice.
I will take the truck, but I'm not paying the bill. So I'm saying I'm gonna rob you.
Wait, did you watch the like shortened version of the presentation?
I just saw the part where Elon threw a rock at the window. Yep.
Huh. Well, I really like. Do you see how the back folds up?
No.
So the trunk, how the trunk opens is, a part of the car, like the back part of the car, slides up into the roof, and then you can it has enough room where you can little ramps can come down, and you can pull up you can park what are they?
Isn't on the back like a giant solar panel?
You could probably put one on there, but I don't think there was.
Oh. Maybe I'm just dumb.
That's entirely possible.
Yeah.
But it's just really well designed, and it's even economically sound compared to the other Tesla vehicles.
Yeah, that is true.
So, I mean, Elon Musk may not be the best at giving presentations. He's not very professional. But I think I kind of respect him for that, because he's more of a chill dude.
Unlike Toyota. Go places! Live!
Toyota!
Love! Whatever. Go places! Toyota 2020, go buy our new truck.
Give us money. It's like, oh, what's different? It's like, well, it's slightly faster.
It has a bit of a longer bed.
It's like, and did you see how many different ways our bed can unfold? Like, can be used as a step stool. It's revolutionary technology, I'm telling you.
It's not like you can't just have a step stool. Yeah.
This is some big brain.
Big brain. They were born with big brain syndrome like us.
I think Tesla is definitely big brain syndrome.
Yeah.
He suffers from big brain syndrome.
Elon suffers from bigger brain syndrome.
Actually, I don't think he suffers. He profits off of big brain syndrome.
Yeah. Suffers and profits.
Yes. So do you like astronomy and stuff?
Isn't that like space?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm a bit of a small brain.
You just hesitantly like, wait, that's space stuff, right? Yeah.
Shut up.
Astronomy and cosmology is like space big.
Yeah, I will learn about that stuff.
Yeah, it's I'm pretty sure you know what Khan Academy is.
Oh yeah, Khan Academy.
Free learned. For those of you who don't know, it's a free learning website, and I'm learning cosmology and astronomy, and boy, is it complicated. And I'm also learning biology on there, which both are kind of talking about the same things, like atoms and structures. Ooh, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Do electrons orbit or not orbit an atom?
Orbit.
Okay, I diagnosed you with small brain. Actually, no, I diagnosed you with medium brain. Cause they do a thing called orbital. They don't orbit the nucleus. They basically have a field of probability.
I thought electron was the one on the outside. Is that
yeah,
neutron?
it is.
Oh. Neutron is on the inside.
Yeah, they're in the nucleus. Electrons are on the outside. And they don't orbit, they do a thing called orbital. And basically, as they get closer to the electron, as they get closer to the nucleus, you have a higher chance of finding them there. They basically just bounce around, and you have a higher chance. They like teleport around the nucleus, and you have a higher chance of finding them closer to the nucleus than farther away.
Sorry, I lost you around 1/100th of a way in.
Basically, they bounce around an electron. They don't orbit. That's a misconception.
Okay, I'm just done.
Most people don't know that they don't orbit.
Yeah,
like,
true.
I don't know. Apparently, just like in school, they teach you they don't. I guess they don't teach you but only when you get to like college level classes or high school level classes, I guess, do they teach you, actual science rules.
I learned about most atom stuff.
Shush! No orbitals. Shush. 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 Shush.
I prefer learning about like black holes, supernovas, and the birth of new galaxies. Which have you seen the NASA and the watching of the creating of the new galaxy? It's pretty cool.
Okay. I've been taking grammar.
Yeah, no, my grammar was horribly off there.
That sentence was a grammarian's mind nightmare.
I was trying to say something. It didn't come out the way I wanted. I tried to correct it. It didn't go too well.
It's like, have you seen NASA's creating of the new galaxy? It's pretty cool. I was like, what? No. To answer your question, no, I have not seen that.
So you haven't seen the birth of the new galaxy?
No, not. I don't think so. Well, I haven't actually been learning astronomy for that long. I only really know about. I'm basically learning the fundamentals right now.
Oh, I just prefer learning about like black holes, supernovas, and all that. Because to me, that stuff seems more interesting.
I do know about I don't disagree with you on that. That stuff is much easier to be interested in, I guess, because it's more, I guess, cool. And would you rather learn about this tiny thing that you can't see, or this very this really dense part in space that sucks in light? It's like, which one would you rather learn about?
Obviously, the black hole.
Yes. I do know about, what are they called? The they're I'm really struggling to remember what they're called.
Yeah?
That like sometimes if like after a star, like a really big star
A
dies.
supernova?
Yeah, after a supernova, it it can create, well, actually either a supernova happens or the star collapses in on itself and
Implodes.
implodes and creates I'm trying to think of the word. It's a
Do you want to just move on?
Well, I don't. It's a very interesting topic that I know a lot about, except for the name of what the topic is.
So obviously you're not good at the topic.
No, I do know a lot about it, except for the name of what the topic is. That's the only thing I'm lacking.
Well then, you're a small brain.
I guess so. Yeah, no, we can move on.
So, why did you ever want to become a YouTuber? Is it because of the money, fame, community?
Well, okay. I doubt anyone who becomes a YouTuber is in it for the money. Because it's I mean, for the people who are more popular, now they're in it for the, well, they're not in it for the money, but it's their job, and they make money off of it. They're still having fun doing it,
Yeah.
but they're making money. If you're a small YouTuber, you're not going in it for the money. You're going in it for, well, I'm going for the, just kind of like creating a community and just having fun doing stuff that I like to do, and then sharing fun with other people.
Yeah, that seems about the same for me, because I just want to create a well-rounded, nice, kind community that, just talk and all that, not have, like, absolutely rude people. And
Yeah.
because all that stuff just gets kind of annoying.
Okay. I actually found the name of what it's called.
Yeah?
It's called a white dwarf.
Oh! That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, so basically, when a star gets
Alright, everyone,
older,
we're switching back to astronomy.
Yes, we're switching back, because I am small brain, and I had to go look it up, what it was called. But basically, when a white dwarf, when a ginormous old star starts to get old and gets close to either supernovaing or turns into a white dwarf. These are all professional scientific terms. But basically, as it gets older, gravity starts to push down on it, and its own reactions going on inside of the star push back against gravity. And as long as that's stable, the star continues to be stable and fine. But as it gets older, either gravity wins or the star wins. And if the star wins, it explodes in a supernova. And if gravity wins, then it implodes into a white dwarf, which are whack. They have a lot of interesting properties, especially when if two white dwarf stars collide with each other, then that results in a like explosion basically, and they spew out their contents. Which most likely, because of the intense like circumstances of when they're created, of gravity just compressing the star into a white dwarf star, there are like, that's where like metals come from, like iron, diamonds, I think. I think it's mostly like, normal metals come from white dwarfs, and then when two white dwarfs collide with each other, they spew out their contents across space, and then they end up to collide with planets and the end. But white dwarfs are very cool, and they can even make strange matter, which is a whole other subject.
That's pretty strange, man.
I mean, we're not even sure. I'm not if strange matter is real. Most likely is, but
this just makes me think: what happened if the largest star, which is UY Scuti, I think is how you say it. That just makes me wonder.
It's not the largest star that we know of.
Yeah, the largest star that we know of.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know what would happen, or how big the supernova would be, or the white dwarf, if it blew up or imploded. Because that would be absolutely massive.
Well, to give a kind of frame of reference, when a white dwarf collides with another white dwarf, it can outshine galaxies. How bright the explosion is, just from two white dwarfs, which I guess are more, they're close to a black hole of how dense they are. So if they collide with each other, it's going to be a pretty big explosion. It can outshine other, entire galaxies and stuff.
Do you think we'd be able to see the explosion from just looking up at the sky?
It depends. Okay, it depends. It would. I don't. They didn't really touch on that in the video that I watched. Like if you could see it or not. Like if it's close, like if it's in the next galaxy over, maybe, possibly, because if we can outshine, if we can see I would say yes. If we can see galaxies just sitting on our porch at night, then we would be able to see a white dwarf explosion if it was close enough. Like if it was about the same. What's the I don't know a lot. I don't know a lot of the names of like stars and stuff. I just know stuff about them. But like, do you know of visible galaxies offhand?
Not offhand.
Okay. Well,
which
just
makes
basically,
me pretty dumb, probably.
if it's in the same range of a visible galaxy, then you definitely would be able to see it.
I just know a lot of stars.
Yeah. Like, I only know Alpha Centauri, and then that's it.
Well, I know, like, Betelgeuse, Rigel, IC1101.
Oh, I know of the sun.
Yeah. And Taurus, I think, is one. And Pollux, I think,
well,
is
you could.
one.
I know of one. It's called CC14.
CC14? I think
that is one that I just came up. I just completely made it up. It's probably real, but I just made up that.
Hold on, I'll shut up. CC14. Yeah, it's a chemical.
I mean, see, people born with big brain syndrome, even their fantasies are real.
Sure. I mean, sure.
Even their imagination comes to reality.
Man, if only that was true.
Everyone's
imagination came true.
Oof, that would suck.
That'd be scary.
But when I was younger, I wished for Santa to bring me a object called the black coin. Now, the person who possessed the black coin would be able to create anything they could think of, and they could do anything. They could wish for anything to happen.
Were you just given a coin spray painted black?
That's actually really fun. One of my friends made a black coin for me, but I knew it wasn't the real one. Probably for like 5 years, I wished for the black. No, that's much too long. For like 3 years, I wished for the black coin every Christmas. I wanted it.
Yeah, I can tell that you wanted the black coin.
I still search for it daily.
I don't think you're ever gonna find it.
I will.
No.
I know it's out there.
I don't think you're gonna find it at all.
And if I do, I will wish to be a white dwarf.
That's
when I die.
I mean, why not like a giant star or a galaxy?
Well, that's true. Oh, I actually would wish to be a cosmic being, and I could learn, like what's at the center of our galaxy, because it's most likely a black hole. Well, actually, isn't it definitely a black hole?
Did you say the center of our galaxy? Oh yeah.
No. Well, what's like learn stuff that humans are unsure about, like how big is the galaxy? Is it smaller or bigger than the observable wait, no, I'm talking about the universe. I'm an idiot. Like how big is our how big is our universe? Is it smaller or bigger than the observable universe? Which some people think that's actually smaller.
Do you believe in the multiverse?
Yes, because the multiverse contains Spider-Man.
Oh. Is that the only reason? Just yes, I believe in the multiverse because Spider-Man.
Spidey-Man. Copyright strike.
Spider Pig.
Can he climb walls? No, he can't. Because he's a pig.
Have you seen that?
Yes, I have.
Thank God.
But, wait, enlighten me on what the multiverse is, besides the Marvel multiverse.
Multiverse. I'm gonna try and remember it off the top of my head. It's basically there is another universe to where if you think of something, there is another universe with that.
Wait, is this the ultimate alternate timeline theory thing? Where let's say you decide to cut your leg off. There's the alternate timeline where you don't decide. I mean, where you do decide to not cut your leg.
I mean, I think it's basically where whatever you can think of, there is another universe with or without that. Or, yeah. So say, Cheez-Its aren't real. There could be another universe where that's true. You know?
Oh.
Pretty sad. I think that's what it is.
People would be marginally healthier.
Shut up. Cheez-Its are good.
Yeah, so is sugar. Is it good for you? Actually, I think it actually is slightly good for you in small amounts, but consume it in large doses. Die.
I only ate
poisoning.
A quarter of the bag, alright?
How big is the bag? Okay. How many calories is the box per serving?
Hold on. Calories.
How many?
There's about 12 servings per container. So, and serving size 25 crackers, so let's just multiply 25 by 12. Hold on, let me grab my calculator.
Wait, no, I have a calculator.
Which is 300. So there's 300 calories, and then 300 divided by 4. So I've only ate about 75 calories.
Wait, so it's 300 calories in that in that whole entire box?
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh, that's a lot of calories.
Yeah.
For chips. For some
chips?
people.
These are crackers.
Well, okay, that doesn't. Shush. Wait, for crackers, that's even worse. Crackers are usually wheat based, and don't
these
have
are
extra
cheese based.
That sounds just saying cheese based doesn't sound healthy.
Cheese based diet.
Oof. Some people diet themselves to only like 500 calories. If they ate that whole box, they could only have 200 more calories.
Yep. What? I almost dropped my box.
Is it precious to you?
Yeah, it's precious. My precious box.
Well, it does still contain some Cheez-Its, so.
No, it doesn't. All the Cheez-Its are out in the bag.
Oh! That's some big brain. Hey, let's get back on whatever topic we're on, because we got distracted by Cheez-Its.
Hey, sponsor me! Cheez-Its, sponsor me. Now.
You wish.
Yeah, I wish. If Cheez-Its sponsored me, I would die.
But then you wouldn't be there to collect a sponsor.
I'll have Obi collect them, and you.
I'll collect it. Don't you worry.
Obi might be dead, but I can have him collect them.
I'm just picturing you send me a message like, I got sponsored by Cheez-Its, like I gotta go die now.
Do or die, I got sponsored by Cheez-Its, I gotta go die now. It's like, wait, what?
I just said, rip, send me the details for the sponsorship.
I'll just send you the password to the channel.
Oh, I'll gladly inherit the channel. Have to do some rebranding, but it'll do.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
So do you know? Let me ask you a question. What is I'm assuming there's a bag, because you mentioned the bag in the Cheez-Its. Yes, that bag.
That bag.
What material is it made out of?
Plastic.
Did you know that plastic contributes to pollution? Heavily contributes to pollution.
Wow, nice segue. But yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, yes, I do know that.
So you are killing turtles with every cheese.
So if I eat one cheese, I'm gonna kill one turtle.
Yes, one cheese per turtle. You might be killed like 70
entire bag.
You monster.
Yeah, I'm a monster. I ate a Cheez-It. What are you gonna do?
Well, actually, interesting topic, pollution, because a lot of people. I'm here to state facts. All right, true, solid facts. That's what Floppy hired me to do.
Yeah.
And also, Floppy, I'm expecting my paycheck tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yep.
Fine, I'll send you 5 Cheez-Its.
No! I don't want
I'll send you 5 packs of roasted seaweed.
Oh, I will take that. I'll take that's a good offer. Anyway, on to the topic.
Oh wait, I gotta say something. To Kyle, my school friend, roasted seaweed is good, and if you don't believe me, trust me, eat it.
What? Okay. Well, to get slightly off the topic that we were talking about.
Are you okay? Did you have a stroke?
Roasted seaweed is good.
Yes.
It's good for you, but some palates just simply don't like it, and that's not bad. Most palates don't like it, in fact. It's not your fault if you do or do not like it. No, because, my parents are like, why don't you eat broccoli? Just eat it. Just take a bite out of it, all right? It'll be over in a second.
Is roasted suey better than broccoli?
Yes!
Oh, sweet.
Wait. You mean like vitamin-wise?
Yeah.
Like health-wise? I don't actually think so. It tastes better. It's very good for me because it contains things that I can only get in like meat.
Broccoli.
But since I'm vegetarian, it's like broccoli's tiny trees. Changed my mind.
Yes.
But my parents are like, you just eat the broccoli. I'm like, I can't. I physically cannot. How do you not understand this? My taste buds do not like them, and I will choke on the broccoli. It's like, this has happened before. It's like, why don't you just taste it? It's like, I tasted it last night. It was not good. They don't trust me with my food. Mostly.
You don't trust me with my food.
Just believe me when I don't like something.
Believe me. I swear. Believe me.
Oh God. Okay. Anyway, so on the topic of pollution, well,
okay, back mainly on topic, plastic, folks.
Mainly plastic pollution.
Wow.
What? What? Did that signal a topic transition?
What?
You gonna input that? You're just gonna put that sound effect? Just how?
How?
Oh God. Okay. Anyway, back on topic. So, plastic is bad for the environment mostly, but the thing is, it's very, like, right now it's still the most efficient, economically and economically to produce. And so like okay, if you produce a bag, you'd have to use it. I'm not sure what the specific is, but like 100,000 times for it to start saving energy. I mean, sure, when you create a reusable bag, it's saving uses on plastic bags, which is good, but you're also contributing to other pollution, which is, like global warming stuff, energy consumption, and stuff like that. Which it's a very pressing issue.
Have you seen the video of the kid? And it's titled "Eating a Straw So the Turtles Don't Have to." Have you seen that video?
Oh God.
Disclaimer: do not eat straws. They're bad for you. Please do not eat straws.
Eat straws so the turtles don't have to.
No, don't listen to Doodah. Don't eat straws.
It's a movement. It's a movement. Oh God. I just like the differences, like how quickly that conversation shift. Me, I'm just talking about, like pollution and plastic energy consumption, and then you're like, in other news, have you seen that video of that kid who ate a straw? That was a quick conversation switch.
I hate the new paper straws that companies are putting out. I don't like them.
Paper straws. It doesn't matter if you don't like them.
They're weird.
Do you think? Okay, would you rather you use a plastic straw and then you kill a turtle?
I would rather just drink out of the cup with no straw.
Well, that's true. But a lot of people, like for you, like Starbucks is releasing a special. Actually, they have released a special lid where you put it on and then you can easily drink out of it without using.
Isn't that just the normal lid?
No. What? The normal lid has a straw hole.
Oh.
For like for plastic, for like cold drinks. like the normal lid for hot drinks, that is the normal lid. But for cold drinks, they released a lid where you could drink without a straw.
Really? Because I've always drank Starbucks without a straw.
What? Using a lid?
Yeah.
For cold drinks?
Cold and hot.
They didn't have a lid on their cold drinks.
So you're saying the lid, where there's the kind of like hole at one end, is not something you drink without a straw?
No.
Because I drink it without a straw a lot.
What? No, you're supposed to. But that's for hot drinks.
Yeah.
For the plastic cups that are used for cold drinks.
Oh.
Those lids have a hole in the middle. All right? The middle is in the center of the cup.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
But in the new lids, they have they have actually a really nicely designed hole off to the side, and it has like a smooth edge so it doesn't hurt. Like, if you buy like a cheap water bottle, the edge is like sharp.
Vacuum up the drink.
Well, no, like the edge is like sharp.
The drink.
I don't do that. Disclaimer: don't do any of the stuff we talk about at home.
Inhale the drink.
No, you're like, it's a movement. Don't use straws. Don't use lids. Just inhale it.
Inhale.
But paper straws are for people who still really like and want to use straws. But, plastic straws are bad.
I would rather use a leaf.
Okay, but some people are devoted to their straw culture. They must have straw.
I mean, so you can make a straw out of leaves.
Yeah, but
it is possible.
It's not for you. It's not for me, because I don't really use straws that often. I have like metal straws, plastic straws, and stuff. Well, not like disposable plastic straws.
Boy.
Reusable plastic straw. What? A bunch of people have like metal straws. They're actually very nice.
Unless you don't have a scrunchie. Turns out you have a scrunchie on.
Oh god, one of my friends tried to send me a scrunchie.
I just sent you a potato for your birthday, so.
Yeah, I would gladly have a potato.
Yeah, no,
I do not want a scrunchie.
Yeah, I mean, I sent you a potato, a fedora, and
a braided
skeleton.
charger. Oh yeah, Skelly Boy.
Where do you have the Skelly Boy?
I think he died. He passed away.
He was already dead.
Yeah, he contracted a late stage version of big brain syndrome, and his system.
Did you not give him his milk?
I'm sorry. I didn't know he needed milk.
Gosh, dang it, dude! He needs his milk
to keep his bones. Strong.
Jeez.
That is true.
What an idiot.
I'm sorry.
How do you
his marrow? His bone marrow was very good in the soup, though.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you saying you ate Skelly Boy?
No, I just used his marrow. It couldn't go to waste. The vultures loved his marrow as well. Anyway, moving on. So what do you have? Warning. Epic segue on the way. What do you have on your ears right now?
Headphones.
Yes, but consider this. I'm assuming you've used the Apple headphones before, right?
Where are they? But
what?
Sure, a couple of times.
Yeah. So you know what they look like.
Yeah.
Consider this. Cordless Apple headphones.
For
AKA AirPods.
$160?
Yes. They basically just took Apple headphones, snipped off the cords, and just installed Bluetooth chips in them. Boom. you got yourself AirPods.
And you can buy the new AirPod Pros for, what, $240? Come on down to the Apple Store.
Okay, well, actually, that's reasonably reasonable for Apple. AirPod Pro price.
They're expensive. Like, expensive.
Wait.
Just for a tiny little rubber piece.
No, that's not all they did.
Are you sure?
Yes!
I mean, that's what it looks like.
I can get it here for a great price, $249.99.
Yeah, great price.
That is a very good price. No, that's not all they changed. AirPod Pros are really good.
I just
don't
like Apple products.
Yes, I know, and you have a disposition against Apple products, and therefore it is impossible to conduct a reasonable debate with you on the topic of Apple products. But believe me, good. All right.
Okay, you gotta agree with me. Apple phones have horrible battery life.
No!
Compared to some other phones.
What?
Especially the iPhone 6S. A lot of the iPhone phones have horrible battery.
Then, yes, old models do. That's the point. They're older. No!
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
They have. Okay, I'm gonna calm down.
I'm sure my LG K20V has better battery life.
They have a 6 core or 8 core? I think it's 8 core. They have an 8 core processing system. So they actually are much more efficient than almost all other phones on the market.
Yeah, well, iPhone sucks. Fight me. I'm gonna get a lot of hate, but iPhone sucks.
Here's the thing. I can't.
That voice crack though. Dude,
what?
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yes. Okay, but here's the thing. Okay, hold on. My mom's iPad Pro can last all day using very intensive graphics software. And then you can plug it in using. They finally switched over to
and it's
USB-C.
Still dumb because they don't have a headphone jack. You have to buy a stupid dongle to charge your phone whilst freaking listening to music with headphones. You either have to buy AirPods or a dongle with 2 ends. It's dumb.
Or any other Bluetooth thing on the market, which most people are switching over to. But I mean, actually, it's understandable why they took away the thing. I mean, some other companies have taken away.
Why is it understandable?
What?
How is it understandable?
There wasn't room for it. For just like it took up a lot of room, and it was reasons. Okay. Anyway, back to my example. The AirPod Pro, it can my mom's iPad Pro can last all day doing very intensive graphics software, and then you can plug it into USB-C, and then it's at 100% in like an hour.
Yeah, well, my phone can do that, except
the battery power is
a lot longer.
No.
Yes.
Not well. Okay, it is an iPad. Actually, no, it lasts longer. Specifically because it is an iPad and it is chonkier, but
chonky. Actually, I think my phone only lasts maybe a day, like using it constantly.
What? Wait, what about like playing? Like if you're like playing a game.
If you're playing a game, I don't know. I'd say 17 to 18 hours for it to die from 100%.
Yeah, that's. I'm assuming it has USB-C charging. If you can charge that quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, which that's the only thing that I'm mad with Apple is took them so heckin' long to get rid of the. They haven't even fully switched over. They only have like one device currently on the market that is USB-C charging. compatibility. Well, except for the computers. Except for the laptops. But what I'm very happy with Apple is they stopped focusing on making their devices thinner, because the new Apple iPad Pro isn't that thin. It's actually relatively thick. But they've more focused on making it with 2 C's.
No, with 45 C's.
It's not that thick.
I mean, it's pretty chunky.
Well, yeah, but it does its chunky work. Well, it's very I'm very happy with the iPad Pro. I had my skepticism. Well, I still have my skepticism.
I am gonna get so much hate for hating on Apple.
I mean, people don't like Apple. People don't like Android. People don't like Samsung. It's just the way of the people.
What's your opinion on the hypebeast culture? So like Supreme, Gucci, on all that.
That depends on what kind of hypebeast person you are.
Like shoes, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, all that.
If you're a person who wears them just because you like the clothing, then that's totally I mean, most people wear their clothes just because they like the clothing, or it's cheap, which is not hypebeast culture at all.
No.
See, well, actually, they sell it at a reasonable price. Just the resale price is where it gets chunky.
Like Supreme sells their stuff at reasonable prices. Then people on eBay or Craigslist or all those resell for thousands, hundreds.
You buy a brick with Supreme on it, boom, quick $1,000.
Buy a crowbar, boom, quick 5,000. There's 5, a Supreme canoe.
What? I actually want that.
There's a.
So I can imagine. I'm just picturing someone canoeing by, just looking at you.
There's
in
a
legit
Supreme canoe.
I'm just picturing someone just being like, "Hey, it's like nice canoe you got there," and he's just paddling with a Supreme canoe. Oh, did you see the Supreme phone?
There's a Supreme phone.
Yeah, it's basically like a really bad phone with Supreme on it.
There's a Supreme hammock.
There's a Supreme and everything.
Yeah, that's about right. Except no Supreme hockey stick.
What?
Yeah.
Actually, that would be.
I mean, that'd be kind of cool.
For like $400. I want a
like
Supreme.
4,000.
I want a Supreme, like, giant bear, like a giant Supreme.
I mean, they probably have that. They actually probably
someone
have that. Or someone has customized one to that.
Yeah.
Man, there's personally in hypebeast culture. I just wear the clothes because I like it.
Wait, is that inflatable?
Yes, it's inflatable.
Dude. Oh, it's sold out. Wow.
But yeah,
oh my god, that's amazing.
I like the clothes because I think they look nice. So I would like get shoes, sweatshirts, or hats. Those are the 3 I would go for. Possibly.
I would get fedora and then stop. Ooh, a Supreme fedora. I would take that.
Is that a thing? Supreme fedora.
I would say yes.
Just the ultimate swag. Supreme fedora. There is no Supreme fedora, sadly. I mean, there's fake ones.
That makes me espresso depresso.
There's a
canoe. Even the paddle says
there's a Supreme bucket hat.
Huh.
I think that's what this. Oh wait, never mind. It's Gucci. Yeah, there's a Gucci bucket hat for $650. You want a bucket hat from Gucci? Oh, just pay $650. That's kind of ridiculous.
That is pretty expensive.
It's a bucket hat. A literal bucket hat.
Wait. Hold on.
Well, we're approaching an hour.
Wow.
5 minutes. Want to just end the podcast here?
Yeah.
And on that note, this is the end of episode 1 of the Floppy podcast. I mean, it's technically episode 2. But we're calling it episode 1.
Don't confuse the viewers. Their brains have already been saturated with too much knowledge.
You have been blessed with big brains. Actually, one small brain and one big brain.
Yeah, we both knew. We both know who the big brain is.
Yeah. We'll let you guys decide. On that note, we will see you guys later. Bye.
See ya.
Yo.